Hi everyone. If you are interested in finding out what the month has ahead for you, you are in the right place. This is a pick a card reading. There are 5 different groups. This is group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clear your mind and go with your intuition regarding which image you are the most drawn to. If you find yourself drawn to more than one reading, the intention is that you will be entertained during this reading, but also that you'll get some news you can use, and the messages will resonate with you whenever you find this video. It is being recorded for November of 2024. Let's dive in. I'll see you in there. Group 1, welcome into your reading. In the month ahead, the release of attachment and seeing what it is you've been hanging on to is aspected in your energy in the month ahead. Some of you could be reconsidering some of the masks that you've worn in the past year, the things that you have assumed are a given in your reality, the way things are, the way you have to behave. Some of the relationships, the contracts, the ways of being that you found yourself in the month ahead, you might be reconsidering because some of them might feel a bit like shackles. You might feel chained to something right now, and you might be reconsidering whether or not you've outgrown a habit, a way of being, or something, a way of presenting yourself even to the world. Maybe you are reconsidering that and feeling like you want to free yourself in the month ahead. Claim it if you like it. Let's see what the important situations are in the month ahead for group 1. Some of you could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you have really overcome hard times, and you've been there and you've done that and you've seen a lot. And so some of you are really willing and able to live life from an authentic place as a result. So some of you have been shedding masks and been freeing yourself for a little bit here. All right, important situations. Okay, important situations. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Important situations in the month ahead for group 1. Some of you are looking over the horizon to what's coming next with positive expectancy, and you are pulling it in. Some of you could be represented by this wealthy man card yourself, or you could have dealings with a person of means and value. They could be a Taurus. This person could be a boss, a coworker, or a love interest. Someone around them might not be giving you the full story, or you might not trust this person. But what I'm getting is, for some of you, you are actually trying to change your life in a positive way, and you're seeing what is possible. Some of you could be connecting with someone of value. You might not trust the people around them, or you might be waiting to get more information, trying to see if actions and words line up, making sure that you see through people's masks. This could be in any situation with this false person card. Ooh, lucky card. That's nice. Important situations, please. Important situations. A Pisces could be aspected in your situation. I'm just going to get one more because we got the lucky card. Okay. So the lucky card is going to add something positive to these other cards, right? So good outcome, basically. Some of you could be vying for someone of social standing or means or high attraction, right? And they might have people around them, potentially a Pisces, or this person could be a Pisces, or you could anyway. Just how it applies to you. Check this out. You have blessing. For some of you, dove is actually an important animal for you, an energy omen. So this blessing is coming. Your cups of fulfillment are coming. Peace is prevailing. Good things are happening. This is intensified by your lucky card. Some of you have been working on and trying to create a positive change in your life, and it's coming. You might not trust some of the people involved in your situation, and someone could either be sowing seeds of distrust, or your own mind could be deceiving you as well. But you might not trust the people that are around you right now, or maybe surrounding a potential love interest. Okay. This is not about becoming paranoid, however. It's about staying grounded, staying still, and observing people and making sure that their words align with their actions, because you yourself are blessed and everything is good here. So just take your time to get to see people, places, and situations for what they are. I think you're going to be able to subvert or see through something. Like, this person could be really desirable, for example, And they might have friends who are over here sabotaging their love life. So just take your time to get to know people and make sure that what you're hearing about them is actually true. You don't want some snake in the grass trying to stop you from getting what you want. Okay, this could be, I think that this is actually a person who's surrounded by, because they're so high status, they're surrounded by people that they don't even realize they shouldn't be trusting. All right, let's get some areas of opportunity for you in the month ahead. Areas of opportunity: unburdened, expressive, creative, feeling like you're having your day in the sun. Some of you could be writing a book. You could be spiritual teachers. You could be spiritual seekers, but you already have the knowledge now. Magnetism, attraction. People see you shining. They know some of the people around you are actually watching you upgrade significantly. Some of you may have had a past which was actually quite burdensome and very hard, maybe even traumatic, okay? And people around you are starting to see that you've up-leveled a lot. And some people might be trying to come over to you and be like, in the month ahead, they might be like, what did you do? You seem really different. You seem unburdened. You seem light. You seem like you have reconciled both sides of your nature completely. You have solar energy and you have moon energy. Like, you're very, very balanced. Some of you could be Leos or Pisces. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is here also. I'm just getting magnetism, surrender to flow, you're seeing people, places, and situations for what it is with your spiritual sight, actually. Maybe some of you are actually going to be seeing the deceit of people around you, and you are totally unmoved because you can see them with your spiritual eyes. But you yourself, I mean, blessings are coming your way. You are really freeing yourself from any shackles or anything that was trying to hold you back. Like, I don't know how you're doing this. Like, for some of you, it's certain spiritual modalities or what, but like, there's a big time transformation going around with you. Claim it if you like it. I love it. I want to see who's involved in your scenario in the month ahead. Show me who's involved in the month ahead. Who's the person involved in the month ahead with crocodile? Who's this person? Innocence, purity, and redemption. Some of you might be connecting with someone who is just as surrendered to divine light as you are. For others of you, this could be an aspect of you, actually. You might be connecting to your child divine self, but you can also be connecting to somebody with the same type of energy. Let's see. Who's involved in this situation? Okay. 8 and 8 again. Who's involved in this situation? Let's see. Give me 3 tarot cards. Who's involved? Who's involved? Could be a Scorpio. Okay. Who's involved here? Aquarius, maybe. Who's involved? Okay. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly Scorpio. All right, there's a transformation going on within this person, all right? If this is not just an aspect of yourself, okay? This person is connected to their divine child nature. This person has gone through a transformation as well. They have had to say goodbye to certain aspects of themselves, and possibly very recently. This person, look at this, Queen and King of Wands. That's a divine match. Some of you are actually pulling in like someone who is very much like you, a soulmate, I suppose is what you would call that. A divine counterpart, a perfect match for a new beginning. This is weird. I've actually never seen this in a reading before, where the person I'm reading for and the person that they are pulling in are mirroring like basically the exact same energy and not like a reversal of each other's energy. Creative, feisty, flirtatious, attractive, magnetic, alluring. This person is ready to jump in a new direction. They've closed out some sort of cycle and chapter from the past, and they're ready to do something new. Some of you could actually be starting a romantic relationship with this person. For others of you, it's a creative collaboration of some sort. But this person is connected to their innocence, and so are you, which is really very interesting. You're going to have to tell me about that in the comments because I'm very curious. Let's see what you need to release in the month ahead. Show me what Group 1 needs to release in the month ahead. What's Group 1 need to release in the month ahead? Okay. Ooh, okay. So some of you need to release a fear that new love is either not going to come in or it's going to make you very sad and add to your despair, that you're eventually going to cry about it later. You need to release the fear that love is going to make you have to be the workhorse of the relationship, putting all the burdens on your back and carrying on, like that it's going to go from love to lust to nothing. Okay. Because for some of you, that's been the story, that you have felt like relationships start, or connections or new beginnings start with a lot of fulfillment and promise of potential. And then you end up being very, very deeply disappointed. You also might be the type of person who has experienced having your exes like disappoint you in love and then still watch you for like ever, which is crazy and annoying. Because if they put half of the effort into being a decent person, they wouldn't have to watch you for years like a dork. But anyways, some of you with your magnetism, you may have attracted a lot of people who have made big promises in relationships, and then you ended up carrying the whole relationship on your back. It's time to rewrite your story and free yourself. Just because you're strong enough to carry on for everyone else doesn't mean you have to. And just because you've been disappointed in love or anything in the past doesn't mean you're defined by that. That's not a forever thing unless you let it be, okay? Let us see. How can you get what you want? So think about something that you want, that you would really like to see happen either in the month ahead or in the next few months, okay? And let's tap in to see, how can you get what you want? How can group one get what they want in the month ahead or in the near future? How can group one get what they want? How can they get what they want? How can they get what they want? Okay, so some of you get really lost in your head and you overanalyze situations. Some of you have almost put yourself in an energetic cage, maybe holding yourself back from opportunities, relationships, communication of all kinds. You might stay up late at night over analyzing situations, sleepless nights, restlessness, a need to kind of let go of how you're seeing the past and rewrite the past, actually. Some of you very much want equal give and take in your relationships, either whether they be romantic or platonic, it doesn't matter. You want someone to be giving as much as you're giving, and then you create more together as a result, okay? Blending the colors of your life with someone else to create something very, very beautiful. All right. So for you to get what you want, honestly, which seems to be these caring connections, it comes to this: freeing yourself from your attachments, your mental cages, your anxieties, and your patterns from the past that make you feel like you're trapped. Try to figure out how to either rewrite that, see it in a different way, or get emotional support and help to overcome this, okay? Take care of your sleep for sure, because sometimes we process things in sleep. Journaling could be really helpful for some of you, and connecting to people who feel safe and allowing them to love you as well. Lean on your support systems if you have them, and if you don't, cultivate them, actually. Cultivate emotional support from safe people. If you don't even know how to do that at all, you can always look at media or read books that will tell you how to identify safe people, or watch channels that talk about building healthy relationships as well. There's no shame in not really knowing how to identify what you've never experienced, but you can use your creativity and your ingenuity to find the information somewhere and start observing what looks safe and also what makes you feel good. You can build it from within, okay? So let's get some secret admirer messages. Those of you who have a secret admirer, I want to get some messages from the secret admirer. Secret admirer in the month ahead messages, please. Three messages from a secret admirer. Somebody confused about their feelings about you, wishing that they could come towards you. Someone's nurturing a big old crush on you, very big attraction. They're confused about their feelings, and you make them want to actually be totally different for you. So somebody in the month ahead is feeling very much attracted to you, and they want to do something about it. So if you know who that person is, we've busted them out. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some general advice, and then I will release you. General advice, please, for the month ahead. Advice for the month ahead. Advice for the month ahead. All right. Balance and self-care is really important in the month ahead for you, okay? Don't go to extremes. Your commitments are going to come up. Some of you are going to be renegotiating some of your commitments. There's likely a situation, a person, place, or thing that you've outgrown. You're tired of it. You're meh about it. It's not fulfilling you anymore. At least look at your feelings honestly. You might be renegotiating some of your commitments, essentially. Some of you could also be going through a process of initiation in a spiritual modality. Learning more, ascending more, taking care of yourself or your spiritual practice could be very important in the month ahead in aiding to your liberation and sense of freedom and happiness, extreme happiness, actually. So take care of yourself from the inside out. You're going to be seeing through people, places, and situations to exactly what it is. You might be releasing some of the burdens of the past. Be patient with yourself with this process because there are a lot of energies here. Most of them are overwhelmingly positive. Remember that Sun card you had and the Lucky card as well. Things are going in your direction. But you might be seeing things for what it is in a different way than you have before, and just pace yourself through the month ahead because you're going to be ascending a lot and changing a lot, I think. All to the good, very much all to the good, but Scorpio season is intense. So be ready to release what isn't serving you anymore. I think it's going to be relatively easy. So, was this your reading? I would love to know more in the comments. If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you like how I read, subscribe and stick around. This is my favorite thing to do, and it was a pleasure to do this for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Group 2, welcome into your month ahead reading. The energy of your month ahead is being represented by this 22 4 Master Builder number card, Yin Yang. Some of you are in a yin cycle right now where most of the changes, transformations, and areas of opportunity and growth are kind of happening under the surface of things. Intuition is taking precedence over action and logic and rationality, and rather who you are being and how you are showing up and feeling into the unseen forces that surround you is going to be very important in the month ahead. Some of you could be born on the 22nd day. You could be 22 years old, or you could be a 22-4 life path, or have it prominent in your numerology. Claim it if you like it, and only if it's true. All right, so let's see some important situations that are going on in the month ahead. Some important situations in the month ahead for group 2. Important situations. Important situations. Okay, some of you could be having some of the scenarios in the month ahead. You feel like they're not moving as quickly as possible, and it's because some of you might be positioned to see more to the story than you realized was necessary. Some of you might be dealing with somebody. You could be a Pisces. Pisces season the events that were started in Pisces season of this year could also be impacting you right now. You know your situation. Also, someone who is not operating honestly, possibly because they're actually delusional, not because it says maliciousness, right? So that could be someone sowing seeds of distrust, lies, moving in a shady way, being weird, like just not being a good, kind-hearted person, or someone's gossip could be impacting your situation. But for some of you, a delusional person, they don't even know that they're lying or that they're being deceitful or obnoxious. Someone could be operating in your environment and they are delaying things, but I feel that the timing is actually divine. Some contract may be broken. In fact, that wasn't to your benefit. I feel like this is all going to turn out really well for you. We're going to continue with the cards, but I feel like the delay is almost divinely orchestrated because you're going to see something for what it is, and you're going to see through the delusions and illusions, and you're going to be grateful for what happened. But that's what I feel. Let's see. Important situations. Important situations. Some of you could be a child care provider. You could be someone who works with kids, like a teacher or a nanny or a caretaker of some sort. You could be a parent, or you could be getting in a relationship with someone who has children as well. Everyone has different scenarios. Okay. So some of you are looking over the horizon of your situation. You're feeling very optimistic and hopeful about your future, and something that you may have been awaiting to come to fruition might actually be coming now. Some old energies might be closing out and being removed so that you can get this thing, all right? Some of you might be elevating or advancing in your career or in your school or something like this, where you're being recognized as someone who has put forth a lot of good work, a lot of hard work, but also a lot of good work. You're being perceived as someone of an elevated status, okay? You could also be connecting to someone of an elevated status who's being honored and recognized, and maybe they have children, and you're anticipating starting a life with this person or a relationship with this person or starting a family with this person. But I'm seeing a lot of positive expectancy, a lot of good news, relationships looking good as well. This, I feel, is going to be revealed and released to your benefit on some level. I am very curious about that. You're going to have to let me know that in the comments as it unfolds. Let's see. What are some areas of opportunity? Areas of opportunity for group 2. Areas of, some of you are getting, some of you are actually getting that high honor. You're getting recognition. Some of you may have had a transformation in your life recently, like a really big rebirth, a cycle of completion somehow. Maybe you freed yourself from a contract with someone that you didn't feel they had your best interest at heart. Okay. And as such, you've really changed and you've really transformed. Some of you are looking really good. You might be getting a lot of recognition either through your work or for your creativity. Okay. You could be getting your flowers. Some of you could also be putting an end to your single life and pulling in somebody who is very attractive, possibly world traveler, entrepreneur, on fire, they're very physically and vibrationally attractive, but they're also probably quite witty and philosophical. You might really love talking to this person. This person could have a really compelling energy and a compelling aura. If there is not a specific person that you are like getting into a relationship with and they're like putting an end to your single life, for some of you, this is about you, like you feeling yourself and feeling a willingness to like change how you interact with the world around you, putting yourself out there, putting yourself first, going into leadership, starting projects that are important to you, starting businesses that are important to you. For some of you, your star might actually be rising. Some of you could be getting a lot more attention than you've gotten in a long time, and it could be spilling into every arena of your life as well. So for those of you who felt like things were very slow in your life in the last few months, this month ahead, and particularly Scorpio season, is going to be very intense for you. Lots of rebirth energy going on. I want to know who's involved in your situation in the month ahead. Let's see who's involved. Who's involved in the situation in the month ahead? Ooh, some of you are pulling in an alchemist, or they're in your energy, or you're already interacting with this. This is someone who's overcome a lot. They know, okay, if they have not overcome a lot, say they've known hardship, loss, and betrayal, and they've learned how to flip that energy, to change that energy, to empower themselves. This could be somebody else who, if it's not that, it could be someone who's just good at alchemy in general, in the sense that they're really good at creating products or seeing trends in the market and fulfilling what the market or what the people, what their people actually want. Like this could be someone who's very good at giving wisdom, giving energy, giving insight, giving products. This could be someone who's really good at seeing what needs to be done and actually like doing it as well. This person could be a very, very powerful person. It says, someone who is the transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So this could be someone who's really overcome a lot, and they're really good at communicating that and inspiring others. I like that. Okay, so let's see. Who's involved here? Yeah, some of you have a full-on entrepreneur in your energy right now. This is someone who's a business owner, a leader, someone who's really good at communicating, someone who's not, they're not held back or held down by their past or any obstacle in front of them either. Let's see. Yeah, this person's in their bag. This person, maybe you stopped talking to them for a while because you saw them as somebody who has a lot of options, or maybe they were so focused on work. Maybe they were starting a business and they were so focused on those details that they were not as communicative as you wanted them to be. This might have been someone that the relationship kind of ended because you felt like they were spread too thin or exploring too many different options. It could have simply just been in business, or they were thinking too much about money and didn't invest in the relationship enough. For others of you, this person could have been exploring other romantic options, only you know your situation, but the person involved has a very big energy. They have a big need to prove themselves. They're kind of a leader. They're someone who really cares about their foundations. They care about money a lot. I'm getting mad business owner vibes. All right, so let's see. So that person's in your energy in the month ahead. You're going to have to tell me if you already know them, or if you're going to, or some of you might just be actually meeting this person or reconnecting with them from the past. Let's see. Let's see some energies that you need to release in the month ahead. What are some energies that group 2 needs to release in the month ahead? Okay. Some of you really think about romance, love, or partnerships of any kind. It could be business. It could be business. It could be friendship, but mostly I'm getting romantic relationship off of this with this lovers. That love is supposed to come in and it's supposed to transform your life. It's supposed to heal everything that's ever gone wrong in your life. It's supposed to make you feel like you've ascended into the upper realms of consciousness, and that your love is going to be perfect, and it's going to start one day and it's going to transform and take over your whole life. Some of you have moved very quickly in your previous relationships. You felt like the only thing that was missing was love and romance to make your whole life complete, and put a lot of pressure on your relationships to fulfill you. And if that is the case, it might not be for all of you. But if that is the case for you, that's something to kind of release in the month ahead. For some of you, slow, steady, intentional dating, slow, steady, intentional relating, and actually like connecting to people gradually and deeply rather is going to be more authentic for you than something that is front loaded with a lot of excitement and just leads to burnout in the end. Okay. Think of something that you want, that you would really like to see happen in the month ahead, or like in the next few weeks. And I'm going to get some advice for you so that you can get it. How can group 2 get what they want? How can group 2 get what they want? Okay. Group 2. For some of you, you might try to do too much at one time, and you don't prioritize the most important sometimes when you get overwhelmed. Some of you have to basically figure out the 2 or 3 most important arenas of your life and prioritize those to get what you want. And also to let go of people, places, and situations that are unfulfilling, boring, sad, or that leave you feeling really unfulfilled. Like sometimes people hang on to people, places, and situations where they feel breadcrumbed or not invested in because they feel it's better to have this thing than have nothing. But nature hates a void. Nature hates a vacuum. And as scary as it can be to let go of someone who's not emotionally fulfilling you or investing in you or taking care of you, as scary as it can be to have absolutely nothing, intermittent reinforcement is not healthy. And letting that go is going to create a space in your life to get something better, you know. And some of you, to get what you want, have to really look at the patterns in your life where you are allowing chaos or feeling obsessed or feeling addicted to people, places, and situations to kind of take precedence, because you've been possibly very bored or overwhelmed for a while, and intensity and addiction can feel like being fully alive. But what I'm seeing here is actually leaning into your genuine passions, your genuine interests, the things that really light you up. And if you're not even sure what those things are right now, it's like very slowly getting in new information, trying new things, meeting new people, and finding what really lights you up, without totally losing yourself in people, places, and situations. Okay. So to get what you want, it's like, look at the areas of your life where you feel overwhelmed and also underwhelmed and also like addicted and enslaved to a situation. And I think it's time to kind of renegotiate your approach to those people, places, and situations. Okay. And see if there might be a way that you can approach your life from a way that feels more emotionally fulfilling and a little bit less like a roller coaster. All right. I want to see some secret admirer messages. Someone probably has a crush on you, and I want to see what they want to say to you. Let's see what the secret messages are from an admirer. Secret admirer. Secret admirer. There's someone who's obsessed with you, all 10 feet up in your energy, trying to think about, they can't come to you because they don't feel good enough for you. You might feel this person pulling on your energy in the month ahead. yeah, you're haunting this person like a dream, and somehow they feel like they're coming up short. So if you don't like this energy and you know who this person is, you can cord cut and cleanse and send their energy back to them. If someone tells you you deserve better, you probably actually do. So that's just my feeling. All right, let's get some advice and then we'll wrap it up. Let's get some advice for group 2. Advice group 2. Advice group 2. Okay. Some old ways of being, old ways of thinking, or even a former partner or former people from your life might be coming up to be reevaluated. So you can take the lesson and kind of move on. You're on the precipice of actually closing out cycles in your life where the transformation and change is going to allow you to pivot in a direction that feels more fulfilling. So some of you could be getting a job offer also from somewhere that you applied a very, very long time, or you might be getting a settlement, or some of you might be closing out some cycles in your previous love life and romance and meeting someone with high commitment potential. Okay, so it could be for some of you an ex coming back and offering you commitment, but for others of you, it's closing out the past with an ex and actually meeting someone who's aligned to you, someone with a future potential. This could be work, or it could be a slow, steady offer from a person with romantic potential. Okay, like an engagement or something like that, or like buying a house together. Okay, or committing and solidifying that relationship, leading to great emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. So think of the areas in your life where you might have been holding back and not allowing yourself to receive whatever the intense value that you really, really want to come into your life that's going to make you happy. Close out some of those cycles from the past. There's going to be some slowness here, like with that yin energy, the yin cycle. It's a very intuitive time. Some delays might be coming in because you got to see something for what it is. Some of you are really going to be freeing yourself from what felt like a contract that you could not get out of, but it's going to lead to offers, maybe offers in more areas than one actually, that are going to lead to great happiness for you. So group 2, I'm seeing a lot of things kind of unfolding in your life where you're going to be seeing the hidden motivations of certain people, and maybe meeting someone with relationship potential for some of you, or maybe even business alliance or advice or something like this, an inspiring person. You definitely have someone who's regretting losing a shot with you. And closing out some of the cycles of the past might lead you to getting a lot of happiness. So just be patient with this process, because some of the movement might go a little bit slow, but it's going to pay off in the end. So was this your reading? I would love to know more in the comments. If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you like how I read, subscribe and stick around. I'd love to read for you again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Group 3, welcome into your month ahead reading. All right, some of you could be born in the year of the tiger. You could also be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, community issues are highlighted and aspected in the month ahead for you. Some of you could be a life path 7 or be born in July or on the 7th day. Don't force that to fit if it doesn't fit, but it's confirmation for some of you. Your relationships, your social network, the people you collaborate with, the people you are close to, the people you celebrate with and have good times with. They're aspected in the month ahead. You could be invited to a lot of parties. We are headed into the holiday season, so that tracks probably for a lot of you. You could be spending much more time with people who you feel connected to, having an actual good time. Concerts, parties, dancing, friendship circles, all of that good stuff. Claim it if you like it. I want to see what important situations are coming around the corner for y'all in group 3. Important situations, please. Important situations. Okay. Some of you could be 30, 52, 22. You could have a life path 3, 7, or 4. Only affirmation if it fits for you. Don't fixate on it, all right? Some of y'all could be connecting to your community at your church, particularly in the luncheon hall, or getting together in groups where you meet to, like, say you're in a speech giving group and you guys meet at a restaurant and you do your speeches there or something like that. Some of you could be negotiating business contracts or something like that, but it could also just be social if it's not business. And for those of you who are not religious, that's fine. Maybe a spiritual center of some sort, where you go for upliftment or even mental health, actually. Abby is giving a formal scenario, a spiritual scenario, healing scenario, a place where you kind of have to behave in the right way for the right reasons. So it could even maybe even be school, perhaps for some of you. And I don't know why I'm just going to go for it. Some of you could meet a significant person when someone else brings them to dinner or lunch, either signing contracts or getting new opportunities or meeting someone important. Some of you could have plans for your life that you're looking over what you want to do. Some of you could be teaching tutorials, learning how to sew, obviously with this imagery here. But others of you could be really constructing a plan for your life and looking over the details of what you want next in the future and creating a solid plan that you want to execute. Claim it if you like it. Some of you could be going into law school, or you may already be in law, or you could be dealing with a contract or a legal issue, possibly like a name change or paperwork of some kind. Things might be slowed down right now because you might have a little less energy, or things need to slow down so you can get more information. You might be needing to sleep a little bit more. You might be giving something up to your higher power. We've got 5, 4, and 6 here. Some of you could be connecting to a love interest, someone with a passionate connection to you. Some of you could be getting in a contract with that loved one, for example, as well. You might have a period where you're sleeping in separate beds as well, possibly due to traveling, or maybe if one of you has a flu and you're not sleeping right next to each other because you're trying to contain it. But some of you could also be getting out of a contract and then just really being slow and being with yourself. And some of you could get a love offer that you don't quite see coming. Okay, so for each of you, it could be a little bit different. Let's see what some of the areas of opportunity are for you in the month ahead. Areas of opportunity in the month ahead. Ooh, passionate new beginning, passionate communication. Money should be looking good. Work should be looking good. Some of you could be consultants. You could work in a creative field where you're using your gifts, services, and talents for others. That would be particularly prosperous for you as well. Some of you could be starting a new business or getting a new contract or being recognized and getting a pay raise. Some of you could be jumping in a new direction, possibly even starting your own business. It might have been on your mind for quite a while, maybe even the last 8 months. For some of you, this could even be a spiritual business that you're offering. Some of you might be setting up a website. You might be offering your gifts and services such as like Reiki and other healing modalities. Some of you also might be card readers, candle makers, apothecaries of some sort. And you could be leaping in a new direction, offering your services to a new market, or maybe trying entrepreneurship for the first time, or some of you could also be working at getting certifications of some sort so that you can make a leap in your career as well. Some of you also could be putting in some work in a passionate new relationship with someone because you want to leap in that direction of commitment. So let's see what's going on. We have to see who's involved here. I want to see who are some of the main players that are involved in your scenario in the month ahead. Who's involved in the month ahead for Tiger? Okay, some of you could be getting mentorship from someone, or this person could just have mentor energy. This is someone who has learned a lot, they know a lot, they're not afraid to take you under their wing, as you can see here. You could be starting an age gap relationship or getting teaching. It doesn't have to be in school, and it doesn't have to be in a formal capacity. For some of you, maybe you're getting mentorship from someone who's good at something that you want to do, like going into business, entrepreneurship, public speaking, writing books. The mentor could be someone who's guiding you on your spiritual journey. Maybe those of you who want to start a spiritual business, you're getting mentorship from that person, guidance about your love life as well. Those of you who are looking for a significant person, maybe you're over the patterns of the past and you're actually getting professional help to choose, select, and create rewarding relationships. Let's see. Who's involved in the month ahead? This is someone, the people who are involved in this could be one person who's involved in your scenario, or it could be just the energy of getting guidance, support, nurturing, faithfulness, kindness, friendship, good care. And this person, if this is one person, this person really wants the best for you. They have a lot of love for you. They're emotionally supportive to you. This dynamic, this is an 18, which reduces to 9. So the days in the month ahead, right? The 9th, the 18th, Whichever days add up to 9 in the month could be significant for this connection. But some of you are going to be getting support in ways that will actually be very helpful to you. Let's see here. Show me, who's this person? Who are the people that are involved? So let's see. Who are the people involved? All right. Okay. So some of you are getting mentorship or emotional support in order to break a cycle of feeling financially unstable or financially insecure or feeling disconnected and like you are not supported and you are not loved. This can be legacy, this can be money, this can also be community and connections and feeling super abundant in all of those root chakra energies, okay? So for some of you, it's your community. For some of you, it's your family. For some of you, it's like feeling fully supported in terms of your community, your network, your family. And this is going to be spilling into the other areas of your life where the money starts looking really good if it hasn't for a while. Some of you are really breaking cycles of feeling like you are cut off, isolated, constantly in a pattern of either being with people who provoke your anxiety or betray you or make you sad, or feeling like you've been isolated and cut off from other people for such a long time. Maybe some of you actually struggled with the feeling of not being able to connect. And so you're going in a new direction. This could be only at the level of the mind where you're thinking about life in a new way and you're letting go of anxiety and letting go of sleepless nights and sadness and just unsolvable problems, okay? Maybe some of you used to really overanalyze stuff and you're just done with that. For others of you, feeling emotionally supported, feeling financially stable and secure is allowing you to go towards better ways of thinking, better ways of feeling, and finally reconciling some of the patterns of the past where you feel like you just, no amount of thinking was going to help you. You're on the precipice of actually like letting something go. And for some of you, maybe going in a new direction could also provoke some of those old anxieties and it may make those issues come up, but you actually have the inner and outer resources to deal with any anxiety that's going to come up. So you're at the precipice of actually releasing an old pattern that's very painful, that may have been holding you back from getting the money, the love, the friendship, and the satisfaction that you actually deserve. Some of you are going to be really very strategic and making plans and getting very detailed about how to go after what you want to get what you want in your plans. And these could be plans in love, business, success, any important goals that means something to you. You're getting very, very strategic and really paying attention to how you want to execute on these things. Let's see what energies need to be released. What energies need to be released in the month ahead? Oh, that's so crazy. It goes from a 9 to a 10. Yep. What energies need to be released in the month ahead for Group Tiger, Group 3? Okay, Group 3. The anxieties, heartbreaks, losses, and betrayals of the past. Thinking and overthinking, and then overthinking some more. Feeling like you always have to be the one to try to keep charging forward even when all of the energies around you are naturally slowing down. Some of you could have been in a yin cycle. That's going to be represented by this Hanged Man energy. That's Piscean energy. That is slow energy because more information is needed or more shifts in the environment are actually needed. It's like an impasse, a crossroads, a stalemate, a slowdown time. And Seven of Pentacles is also very slow energy as well. It's like the seeds of the past and waiting and waiting and waiting for them to bear fruit, right? Some of you, in order to kind of like get to the next level, or to get to where you want to go, to release, you know what I'm saying? You have to let go of some anxieties that have been holding you back. Learn to embrace that pattern thing that happens where sometimes you work and there's a lot of speed. Sometimes it slows down. Don't make yourself wrong for when things slow down. Every seed that you've planted in the past is going to bear fruit, but sometimes it needs time to like the circumstances surrounding the scenario and the circumstances inside and outside of you actually need to align to get the best possible outcome. Sometimes speed is not always the best thing to happen. Life has a lot of moving parts. Nothing is ever still. Nothing is ever at rest. So some of you also have to release a pattern of being the only one to hold a vision. Okay. This could be in love and romance. This can be in your family life. This can be in your business life. Any arenas that really mean a lot to you, right? You might be the one who's often holding the vision, staying optimistic, dragging everyone, like, come on guys, let's keep going. And these people are like dead weight. And for some of you, this is not for all of you, but for some of you, you might have people in your environment who are slowing stuff down for you, and you're not getting the outcomes that you want because you keep pouring your energy on people that are slowing you down. So for some of you, you're going to have to renegotiate whether or not you want to do that. I want to think of something that you want. Okay. Think of something that you want to see happen. I'm going to pull some cards and see how you can get what you want in the month ahead, whatever it is, either in the month ahead or in the next coming weeks. Okay. How can group Tiger get what they want? How can group 3 get what they want in the month ahead? How can group 3 get what they want? How can group 3 get what they want? Okay. For some of you, new opportunities are connected to your spiritual growth. Some of you could be going through an initiation process with somebody. We had that mentor earlier. Some of you, the Hierophant usually is about the structured masculine side of spirituality, such as religion or something like that, or a formal institution where you have to do the right things for the right reasons. It represents traditional, orthodox, conservative ways of doing things, okay, where everyone is behaving in the correct way. But it doesn't have to be that, okay? It can also simply be you, to get what you want, you might have to go into a new area. Like, say some of you have a spiritual practice and you're really committed to your church or wherever you go for your spirituality, whether that is like a temple or if it's like, your yoga center or your spiritual retreat center or something like that. All of you are welcome here with me. So wherever you have been going, right, to get your spiritual cup filled. So for some of you, if you haven't been doing it and you've been feeling a pull to do that, maybe go check some stuff out. You don't have to join anywhere permanently if that doesn't appeal to you. Others of you might be in a little bit of a routine and you might benefit from branching into a new location, trying something different in your spiritual life, So that could help you. You might be meeting some people there or making new connections that could really give you a lot of joy and happiness. Some of you might be thinking about your commitments as well and making sure that you're only committing to the people who are right for you. Taking exquisite care of yourself should be really, really helpful for you getting what you want as well. Like, you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're dressing well, you're investing in yourself. You've been investing in yourself for a minute. Like, money should really be looking good for the month ahead. You should at least be very stable and getting your needs met. You are perceived as someone of deep value. Like, it's even just on the surface of you as well. It's like, but it's not just the surface. It's like all the way through. Like, you are coming across as someone who is nourished from the top down, from the mind down, right? Keep doing that in order to get what you want. Go within and get the answers that you want as well. For the most important people in your life, if you need to, try to get on the same page with them and communicate with love and caring, okay? Look through them and see what it is that needs to be said. Try to get on the same page with the most important people, but at the very least with yourself. All right, so let's get some messages from a secret admirer. I want to see some secret messages from a secret admirer for group 3. Let's see who's in their energy. Let's get some secret messages. Okay. Ooh. Some of y'all got someone all up in their passionate feelings towards you, feeling very attracted to you, but they feel like somebody has really hurt them a lot. So they might be slowing down some of the they're rushing towards you or maybe connecting to you or desiring you deeply is actually bringing up this person's old wounds, but this person's in your energy in the month ahead. That's their secret feelings towards you. They have a strong passion for you, but they are kind of hurting over other people. So hopefully you know who this is, and I would love to know in the comments. All right, now we're going to disconnect from this person. Let's get some advice for you in the month ahead. Advice for group 3. Advice group 3 in the month ahead. Some of you could be getting some slow, steady offers. Get in the flow. Wow. These cards were shuffled a lot, actually, and some other group got these in combo as well. This is awesome. So my community apparently is like surrendering into their feminine, and they also have balanced masculine energy, which is really nice. So the general advice is some of you could be getting some slow, steady communication. Investment of energy, good opportunities. Money should be looking good. Allow yourself to give and receive love abundantly. That feminine energy of surrender and beauty is online. People see you as someone of value emotionally. And also money should be looking good. Some of y'all might have a Queen of Cups or a King of Pentacles coming your way, depending on what you like. It could also be one person embodying both of these energies, or this could be you as well. But a steady relationships for those of you who are looking for it, stability in terms of money and even emotions for those of you who are looking for it. Those of you who are single, you could be getting some nice communication. You might meet someone through your community. Okay, so was this your reading? I would love to know more. If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you like how I read, subscribe and stick around. I'd love to read for you again. Overall, it looks like you have a good month. I did not pick this group. I wish I did. All right, I'll see you later, Tiger Group. Welcome into your reading. All right, so some of you could be 46 years old or a life path 1. In the month ahead, you are focusing on what is the most important. Some of you have been holding a vision for quite a while and you're watching it come into fruition. You are mastering your mind in the mental plane specifically and keeping your gaze and your attention trained on the things that mean the most to you because you know your focus is your ultimate currency. Some of you could be named or dealing with someone named George. This earth energy of the earthworm always reminds me of Farmer George for some reason. So George, Georgina, Georgianne, George. I claim it only if you like it. But the thinking man energy is here. Your mind is going to be sharp and your vision laser focused on what you want the most. Okay. I have a feeling we're going to go more into the reading now, but I have a feeling that you are definitely not going to be attending anyone's arguments. You might be cutting down on your social media or your media consumption, just generally speaking. Some of you might be learning some new coursework or offering your gifts, services, and expertise to others, like training them. Or some of you could be going through training as well. So when you are consuming information, I feel like you're doing whatever is going to help you get to where you're trying to go the most. Some of you could be writing or you could be communicating as well. Okay, let's see here. Let's see some important situations in the month ahead. Important situations. Okay. Important situations. Okay, we've got 9, 1, 5. These numbers reduced. Okay, so some of you could be a life path 9, you could be a life path 1, or you could be a life path 5, or the people that you're dealing with might be. All right, so the month ahead for you, group 4, is abundant in richness. The material world, either your money, this could be all of these things, or it could just be however you've been feeling like maybe you wanted more abundance or you're naturally abundant generally, whether that's money or eating well, living good, life feeling really abundant to you, really feeling like all of your needs are being met. That is aspected in November for you. Your cup is actually running over. Those of you who have felt any sort of pinch of financial lack, or maybe you haven't been eating well, or like life has just felt dull and tasteless to you, that should be going out of your life right now. Some of you could be working on your contracts, negotiating a deal. Some of you could be starting a business or renegotiating a contract with business. Others of you could be getting into a commitment, a higher level of commitment, or you might be starting a relationship where you're trying to get on the same page with each other. We have the union of the masculine and feminine, which is represented here with the imagery, even though I believe that's masculine, but we have the feminine and masculine coming together for an alchemical union. So negotiating and getting a good deal for yourself and probably for the other person as well. again, with the quill and there are plumes here, so writing and negotiation can be very important. Okay. For some of you, you might have someone in the month ahead, right, who might be a gossip. They might have a malicious way of communicating. They might not have horrible intentions. Usually maliciousness is about having bad intent. It's malice, right? But sometimes we deal with people who have malicious outcomes, even though their intents were not that toxic. So pay attention to the people around you and make sure that when you're dealing with them, that they are operating in good faith with you. Don't get into a contract with someone who's constantly having bad faith and seeing you in the worst possible light, okay? Some people might not have your best interest at heart, but forewarned is forearmed. I think you're going to be able to see people for who and what they are, but you have to be honest with yourself about what you see, okay? So someone might be revealed to be someone who's incompatible to you at the mental or emotional level, and it's going to take courage to kind of see that, although I think you already know, and I think you're going to be fine. All right, so let's see some situations in the month ahead. Show me situations in the month ahead. We had a runner. Show me some situations in the month ahead. Adjudication, interesting. Okay, some of you could be getting mediation for an existing contract or be going into a contract. We have 4, 3, and 1 again. Lots of you are actually, with this 1 energy, are going to be very independent and thinking about what it is that you want and your vision, okay? Some of you could be traveling either physically and for real, like going to a different location, or some of you are like traveling in your mind, like looking at the world and expanding your horizons in a different way. Some of you could be getting out of a contract or renegotiating a contract so that it's more beneficial for you. Some of you could be getting mentorship about a contract, or even, what's that called? It's like that mediator, like you could be dealing with a mediator. Some of you could be perceived in this wealthy man energy, somewhat of value and support, and looks good, smells good, has it all together. Others of you might be connecting to this wealthy man. You could even be getting into business with this person. If it's not business, it could be love or romance. This is a person of extreme value. The way he looks, the way he moves, the way he thinks, he's on some other level, right? This person could live at a distance to you, or could be relocating to you, or could be taking you on a journey of uplifting your life and providing wealth to you. Claim it if you like it. I want to see some areas of opportunity for you. Show me the areas of opportunity for the Earthworm group. Areas of opportunity. What the heck? I swear they're all starting to blend together. Okay. For some of you, a passionate connection, a passionate flirtation. Okay. It could be getting you over some heartbreaks, losses, and betrayals of the past, and you could be getting some emotional fulfillment from this situation. For others of you, your own spark of life, your own passionate new beginnings, your own philosophy, your own primal energy is causing you to want to go in a new direction. This could be about traveling over water, so you could actually be physically going somewhere. For others of you, it's the travel within the mind from one way of thinking to a new way of thinking. Sort of like this journey card, you'll remember, leading to either an emotional connection with someone else or emotional connection with the self, okay? We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, all right? Some of you could be considering to relocate to go be with somebody that you have a deep emotional fulfillment with. Some others of you could be connecting to somebody who comes from a distance, possibly overseas to you. This is someone who's emotionally connected. They're intuitive, they're loving, they are caring. They might be you might be mirroring that energy as well. All right. But I'm seeing getting over heartbreak, loss, and betrayal of the past and getting ready to go to a new horizon. All right, let's see here. I want to see the people who are involved in your scenario in the month ahead. Show me the people that are involved, or the main person who's involved in the month ahead for the Earthworm group. Who is it? Interesting. That's giving that malice. So I guess we're tapping into the person who might have weird intent for you. This is somebody who just cannot control their tongue, okay? They always want to be in your business, communicating about you and about everyone. So someone might actually be talking about you. And sometimes maybe they don't even realize that what they're doing is damaging or harmful. So you might be seeing that someone's been sharing all your secrets within the community, maybe slowing things down for you. For others of you, you might be holding other people's secrets a lot. You might be really prioritizing trust and taking care of other people, or you could meet someone who's really trustworthy. Maybe you're afraid that someone's going to rat you out or say something and they don't. So claim it how it resonates to you. Okay. Garden for me is about sensuality. This is about, it's really mirroring that richness energy, delight, fulfillment, beauty, parties, fun, connection, lighthearted, good times. Some of you could be getting connected to somebody who maybe doesn't really hold their tongue about anything. They might just spill their guts about everything, or you might have a dalliance with them and they might tell everybody in the community about it. For others of you, you might be observed by a gossip, indulging yourself with a different person, or like having fun. People might be talking about you a lot after seeing you at a party or seeing you have fun, or maybe you change and you transform and people are talking about you. It doesn't always have to be malicious. We did have the malice card, yes. And maybe for some of you, you don't like people talking about you and it automatically feels malice. And for some of you, maybe it even is. Maybe someone's gonna be talking, so you wanna be careful and guard your tongue and really see the people who are around you, make sure that they're not talking about you. For others of you, maybe people don't even necessarily have bad intent, but they just cannot keep their tongues still, you know? They just be talking. Let's see. Who's in the energy of the earthworm person in the month ahead? I'm just getting that people might be talking about you or trying to set you up at a party with somebody, or like just analyzing you or something like that. Others of you might get with someone who's not your usual type, like they literally never shut up. They might get everybody involved in your scenario without you even realizing it. The person involved, okay. You might, oh my Lord. Okay, I see. For some of you, the person involved in your energy or trying to make themselves relevant to you could be somebody that you met at a party, or you met at a social scenario where it's like supposed to be a good festivity, and this person maybe had an experience with you or a conversation with you, if it wasn't an experience, and they wouldn't stop talking about it. You could have perceived this person to be very manipulative, and maybe they look younger than their age, or they were younger than you as well. This person could be someone who has a high level of social charisma. They're really good at getting outcomes that they want. They may have even manipulated the social scenario to get a chance with you. The good news is, if that actually resonates for some of you, you're closing out that chapter now. So those of you who had a manipulative, gossipy person or people in your energy that were slowing things down for you and they were pissing you off, that's actually closing out. And here's the great news. Your bag's going to be looking good as a result. So some of you are really prioritizing work and the productive use of your mind and your hands, taking care of your money. Money's looking really good. Some of you are closing out this cycle, and maybe it was 8 months in the making or even longer. Okay. Some of you could be offering your gift services and talents, possibly, especially if you are spiritual practitioners, mentors, or teachers of any kinds. You could be herbalists, botanists, astrologers, tarot readers, YouTubers, consultants, strategists, coaches, mentors, whatever. And you could be offering that. You could be doing consultant work. You could be starting a business, or you could be up-leveling in your current career and adding more of your gift services and talents to what you are already doing. But the bag looks good. And I'm just getting the impression that you've actually figured out how to hold your boundaries completely and totally against manipulative people. So for those of you who've been laboring with that for quite a while, breathe a sigh of relief. You are actually going to be protected in the month ahead, and I'm so excited for you. All right, let's see what kind of energies you have to release in the month ahead. Energies to release in the month ahead. Energies to release. Okay, for some of you, things have been really slow for a very long time. The seeds of intention, or the things that you really wanted to see flourish in your life, have taken a while. You planted them and they are going to turn in your favor, but it may have been really, it just didn't go as fast as you want, or you thought that you were not lucky. You may have shut certain people out or went cold on people and, decided that those people were not part of your journey, that they were not good for you. You didn't want anything to do with them. Others of you maybe have been going deep within, trying to get wisdom, insight, and a transformation from within by disconnecting from people. What I'm getting, honestly, is almost like it's time to release detaching so hard from your life, you know, like you don't have to become an enlightened person all by yourself, okay? You don't have to resolve all your problems by yourself. Just because you think things are moving really, really slowly doesn't mean you can't have fun in the meantime. While you're waiting for the pendulum swing to go back up for you, the wheel of fortune to turn in your favor, for things to start picking up. Like maybe the last 7 months have been pretty slow for you, maybe financially, socially, emotionally, spiritually, whatever was important to you that you really wanted to see that transformation. Maybe you've really been it's been feeling super slow and you're super annoyed and you had to go within to try to detach and you tried to like keep yourself okay as a result. But it's kind of like time to just let the cycles in your life be what they are. Don't judge where you're at. You know, whatever time it takes for things to line up, it's going to pass one way or the other, and it may as well pass with you enjoying your life, enjoy your relationships, have a good time, enjoy the spiritual process if you can, okay? Like, because the time's going to pass anyway. All right, so let's see. How can you get what you want? How can you get what you want in the month ahead? Think of something that you want, okay? How can you get what you want in the month ahead? For some of you, this is connecting to the feminine energies around you or people around you who are emotionally fulfilled, loving, caring, inspirational, who are supportive, who are entrepreneurial, who are boss-ass bitches, okay? For others of you, it's about learning to surrender, know exactly what you want and why you want it, feel the state of the wish fulfilled, feel that you have it inside, affirm to yourself that it's coming, know that it's coming, focus on your friends, family members, relationships, hobbies, anything that really fills you from the inside out. Your 10 of Cups is here. Like, to get what you want, you have to feel that. You have to feel that your needs are being met, that your emotional cup is being restored, and that you have the ability to nurture the relationships that are most important to you. For some of you, creativity, expressing yourself, sharing your gifts, services, and talents, sharing your inspiration, your teaching, dancing, having fun, being the light that you wish to see in the world, and surrendering and knowing that you're going to get what you want. That's how you're actually going to get what you want. So understanding that whatever it is you want, it's a done deal. It's coming one way or the other. And in the moment, tap into your joy, your fulfillment, your understanding that if you want it, you can have it and that you deserve it. Connect to the people, places, and situations that uplift you. And stay in creator mode rather than consumer mode. And that will help you to pass that time so that you're really fully living while you're also walking towards and getting in alignment to receive the life of your dreams. Claim it if you like it. I want to get some secret messages from an admirer, okay? So like in the month ahead, there's going to be somebody that's probably got a big old crush on you and has secret messages that they're not telling you. So let's see, who's in your energy and what are they not saying? Secret messages from an admirer and what are they not saying? Y'all got somebody obsessed. So y'all got somebody obsessed and thinking about you, being with you physically. This person could live at a distance to you, or they could have other obstacles separating them and you. They can't come to you right now, but they are lost in fantasies of you. So if you know who this is, you might be dealing with this person's lust towards you in the month ahead, or you might just feel it on an energetic level. If you don't like it, you can cut those cords and send the energy back. But if you have a feeling someone's in lust with you and that you're living rent-free in someone's mind, you are for sure. All right, let's see. Let's get some general advice for group 4, and then I will release you. General advice. All right, surrender and allow what you want to come to you for sure. Express yourself. Have a good time. Shine your light. Get out of your head. There's no need to overanalyze things. If you have been feeling like you're trapped in a mental prison, you can set yourself free. The wheel is going to turn in your favor. You are on a collision course with your destiny. Things are actually going to balance out, okay? So those of you who felt like stuck and trapped, but you have this weird feeling that you're like, I don't know why I feel optimistic, you're actually right. Things are going to turn in your favor and this unburdened feeling is going to come. But like I said earlier, the time's going to pass anyway, so try to have a good time while you're waiting, okay? All right, was this your reading? I would love to know more in the comments. If you like how I read, please like the video. And if you like how I read, just generally subscribe and stick around. This is my favorite thing to do, and I'd love to read for you again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. 5. Welcome into your reading. The energy in the month ahead. Let's get into it. Some of you could be ready to leap into a new direction. You could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heart chakra issues might be aspected in the month ahead. You could be 26 years old or born on the 26th day of the month. You could also be a life path 8. In the month ahead, you might be feeling a little bit defensive or the need to really guard your spot. You might be overcoming a pattern, dealing with people who feel like they're working against you. And you might be ready to kind of like take the sword of truth and cut through the crap. Some of you could be seeing people, places, and situations in a new way. That's not necessarily a bad thing. You're ready to take care of business one way or the other. Some of you could also actually be really focusing on your fitness routine and strength pursuits in particular, and you could feel very, very empowered. It could increase a bit of a lusty, kind of passionate or even angry energy inside of you, but it's okay to release that, in my opinion, because all energy is just energy. And when you take care of your own boundaries and you really know what your limits are, you reserve the energy for yourself and your own purposes. But let's see what's going on. Let's look into it a little more. Let's see some important situations in the month ahead for our frog group. Wow, okay. Important situations going on for our frog group. Okay. Some of you could be Capricorns or dealing with a Capricorn. Or some of the issues right now could have been initiated in Capricorn season, or they could come to a head in some way in Capricorn in the month of December or January, early January. Okay. So some of you might be feeling hostile in the month ahead or really guarding your boundaries or dealing with people who are gossipy, who are malicious. They don't have the best intentions for you. Maybe you didn't see it at first. You're ready to leap in a new direction because you've gotten some more information. All hope is not lost, though. You're really focused on pleasure and finding life fulfilling. Some of you could be going to new restaurants, new bakeries, getting opportunities to connect with people in new environments where they open you up to things that you didn't even know that you liked. Some of you could be getting financial opportunities or financial guidance as well. The bag should be looking good. We're going to keep going in terms of the reading to verify that. But some of you might be noticing a pattern inside of yourself where you're taking away your own peace of mind and pissing yourself off. Others of you might realize that there are people amongst you that you might want to renegotiate your relationship with because maybe you feel that they don't have your best interest at heart. And maybe you're ready to either cut it off or change it somehow. I feel that you don't want anyone living rent-free in your mind. Some of you could also be going on a social media detox. Let's see, important situations. Important situations. Some of you could be breaking free from limiting relationships that have you feel like you've been stuck or slowing you down. Some of you could be spending time away out from the outside world, in the sense like not necessarily going into new environments, but rather homey environments with people, spending time in their home room, their family room, having coffee or tea or time by the fire, just relaxing with people or inviting people into your home, inviting people to get to know you a little bit better. An older woman could be aspected in your scenario. This could be a family member. We have life path 3. We have life path 2, and we have life path 6. Okay, only claim it if it fits. Let's see. Some of you could be breaking free from a stifling relationship with somebody who is very controlling. Maybe seems like they always think that they know what's best for you. Okay. Others of you could be getting out of a relationship and trying to go towards someone more mature, or you are trying to be more mature and discerning. Claim it how you like it or however it resonates. Let's see. What are the areas of opportunity? Areas of opportunity. Areas of opportunity. Okay. Some of you are freeing yourself from a limiting pattern when it comes to money or stability and security. Some of you may have felt like you were cut off and left to fend for yourself. Maybe that was part of the reason why this maliciousness and this hostilities energy came up. Some of you are realizing that you have the key to escape a cycle that you don't like, maybe with incompatible people or even a way of looking at the world that makes you feel cut off and at a loss, okay? And this could have impacted you financially even, or just in general made you feel like you didn't have enough to get by. But that is being kind of like transformed because you're ready to go into a new direction with this Fool card. Some of you could meet a significant other or really good friends or new opportunities at a wedding, at a celebration, at a party, 11/11, possibly soulmate connection. Some of you are really thinking about your structures, your routines, and the foundations of your home. You might be thinking about who you want to invite into your life, the times that you want to spend with them. Some of you could be redecorating your home as well. Feng Shui could also be beneficial in terms of helping you financially. It seems like pleasure and partying and happiness is going to be part of your life. We're going to keep going, but what I'm getting is that you are trying to free yourself from a situation that had you feel like you were trapped and limited, okay? And the energy is actually changing, but it's like you're wrapping up something from the past, and it changed first at the level of the mind with this sword, okay? And you're slowly and gradually freeing yourself from all of this. Let's see who is the main player in your life in the month ahead. If it's the people involved, but it might be one specific person, okay? So let's see who's involved in your scenario in the month ahead. All right, some of you are dealing with a father or father figure, or this aspect could be part of you that's coming online as well. This is someone who is very nurturing, supportive, caring. This person provides, like, they're like a lighthouse in the dark. This is a very stable, secure, kind-hearted man, or a kind-hearted person with a nice masculine energy. Sometimes I get this card when I do readings for myself. So this is someone who gives you hope. They feel like they have a really good foundation. Some of you could be meeting someone that you could consider planning a life with as well. And it's because you've stopped settling for less. Who's the important person involved or people involved in the month ahead? This person could be a parent already. They could be the father of your children as well, or someone that you could see having children with. They could be someone who's very caring of younger people. So they could be a teacher, they could be a nanny or a male nanny or whatever you call them. I really don't know, an au pair or something like that. Someone who cares for kids, has a childlike heart as well. They remember what it felt like to be a kid, and they know how to speak to children at their own level. This is 4-2, which is bringing this back. So you might be thinking about blending your life with somebody as well. So some of you who might be single parents, you might be thinking about what kind of partner that you would like, you know, and whether or not it's going to be good for your kids, and whether or not that's someone who's going to bring good values and a nice heart and a kind spirit into your children's life. And for some of you, the answer is actually yes. Some of you might be thinking about blending your life with somebody. Let's have a look. Who's involved here in the month ahead? Who's involved here in the month ahead? Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, possibly. Okay. This is about slowness. It could be like a stalemate, an impasse, a need to be flexible. You need more information. You need to see things from a different angle. So things might be going a little more slowly than you want. There could have been conflicts or gossip here. There could have been a loss here. There could have been fights here where you felt like you won the battle but lost the war, and you probably never wanted to fight in the first place, holding your boundaries. So if it's about this person, right? The person involved. This person could have a former partner on the scene, basically. This person could be someone who is a shit disturber. They disturb the peace. This father person has to be someone who's very, very flexible. They have to mind their words and protect their peace and their boundaries, because they might be connected to someone who's malice. So for some of you, honestly, you might be blending your life with someone. If it's not blending your romantic life, you could be making a new relationship or even a business contract. Okay, so apply it how it resonates to your scenario. But what I'm getting for most of you, there could be like a jealous, annoying, aggravating person, and simultaneously, like, there's a lot of joy and happiness and spending time together and building together and feeling connected with each other. So these two energies could be pulling, and I don't feel like it's necessarily coming from you, but it could occasionally really get your back up. you know, because you're watching the person that you care about have to really protect their peace at all costs and deal with someone who's being very annoying. Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing you already know about this as well. I would love to know more in the comments because I'm messy like that. All right. Let's see what some energies you need to release in the month ahead. Show me energies that our frog needs to release. What does frog need to release? Honestly, what I'm getting out of this is it's time to release holding back in terms of love and relationships. And some of you, not all of you, but some of y'all need to stop picking emotionally unavailable people just because they're hot. Okay. I said what I said. There's Scorpio energy with both of these. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this is Scorpio, which is reinforcing Scorpio. Okay. Some of you, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Some of you need to release a current relationship, a higher level of commitment that's actually not working with you because that person's emotionally unavailable. They were a robot in the relationship with you. They liked you because you look good. And you might be thinking about getting out of that house with them, getting out of that routine with them. Some of y'all actually might be thinking about getting a divorce, okay? I'm not telling you what to do, but the cards are suggesting that there may be leaving a scenario, even up to like leaving a household, a shared household, or really restructuring your whole routine because even though you were committed big time, it doesn't mean it was the best deal for you, okay? But don't fixate on that if that doesn't resonate for you, because there are other ways to look at this. Some of you need to release a pattern of being wifey to someone who's just a dusty, of letting people like live in your house and you're footing the bills, and you're giving wifey benefits to brokey broke and somebody who is emotionally unavailable and has the emotional range of like, I don't know, a Game Boy with no batteries, which makes absolutely, but you don't expect your electronics to have emotions for you, right? And especially if they're not plugged into a power source. Like, who is in the Mickey Mouse suit here? Who is in that? Why are you trying to be the emotions for somebody who has no emotional range? Okay. So some of you are about to break that pattern. Some of you could also, this is about releasing, but I'm just going to say it anyway because I can't hold it back. Some of you are actually going to be getting a love offer from someone that's actually going to change everything and maybe pull down some of your defenses, and you could for the first time see yourself getting married to somebody. So you need to release your inhibitions regarding that. Okay, claim it if you like it. Think of something that you want, group 5. I'm going to pull cards on how you can get what you want in the month ahead. Show me how can group 5 get what they want in the month ahead or a little later. Show me. How can they get what they want? Ooh. How can you get what you want? For some of you, flirtation is something that you really miss or that you really enjoy, and flirtation is actually aspected here. Some of you could be doing research. You could be doing learning. Some of y'all could be doing some online dating. You could be looking at people's profiles. They're looking at yours. Some people could be watching you on social media, just generally speaking. But for some of you to get what you want, you actually have to open yourself up to flirtation, getting out there, having fun, dancing, allowing your light to shine, allowing yourself to feel pleasure and happiness. All right, communicating with people. Yeah, communicating with people, getting to know people, actually, and letting them getting to know you as well. Sharing stories, learning stories from other people. But for some of you, passion and allowing yourself to communicate is actually very important. And also knowing who is worthy to give that energy to as well. Some of you are really ready to be an open book for the right person, but not every person, okay? So let's see. What I want to do now is I want to see who is the strongest energy in your vibrational field, someone who might be a secret admirer to you, okay? We're going to see what secret admirer has messages for you in the month ahead, and I intend that you're going to know who this is, or you will find out very soon, okay? Messages from a secret admirer to group 5. Messages from a secret admirer. What? Someone's thinking about you. They're feeling lonely without you, actually. And they thought they had to, like, go their own way. to go find themselves, but even being alone didn't work because they went to find themselves and then they only found loneliness, and now they're overwhelming themselves and feeling depressed. So you have, I'm so sorry to laugh at this person. I'm so cold. Oh my God. Oh, this person's a mess. Wow. This person's like really spiraling inside. They really thought they were doing the right thing by letting you go, but all they've done is made themselves really lonely. That is so sad. I feel really bad for them. But anyway, you might be feeling this person in your energy, or they might come back and try to talk to you. If you don't like it, you can cord cut and cleanse. You can even block this person because you might be feeling them. Anyway, if you don't like that, we're going to let them go real quick. All right, let's see some advice. Let's get some general advice and then I will send you on your way. All right, general advice for group 5. General advice for group 5. People are crazy. All right. Opportunities and offers are coming your way slow and steady. You might not even see some of these coming, and some of them could be coming from someone that you put in the conversational or relationship graveyard. You may have gotten over this person. An ex could be coming back, somebody that you cut off, or issues from the past could be coming up to be released. You're very sharp and you know exactly what you want and why you want it. Communication is on point as well. You're going to be having so much clarity of who you are and what you want. You're not taking crap from anyone in the month ahead. But someone from the past could be coming up, or issues in the past are going to be coming up because you're ready to handle it and get closure on it one way or the other. This is also Scorpio as well. Some of y'all got an ex that's a Scorpio, or Scorpio in Scorpio season, which we're in right now. Old issues are coming up because you're ready to put them out. All right. But some of you are honestly getting an offer or an opportunity from someone that you do not see coming. For some of you, it could be a past person, or it can be someone who brings up some of the issues from your past that you're actually ready to let go. So this month is going to be like kind of a mix of you experiencing pleasure and joy and happiness with other people, but maybe some ex issues or ex partners of either your love interest or your own might be coming up, and it's time. I feel like you're ready, and it's time for you to release some of the hostilities of the past. You're ready to hold your boundaries and let certain things go. So be patient with yourself regarding this process and focus on the fun and have a good time. If you're invited to parties and stuff, definitely get out and mingle with people. You could get a lot of interesting opportunities. And for some of you who have an ex that's really going through it because apparently losing you did not solve their problems. So, did you like this reading? If you like this reading, please like the video. And if you like how I read, subscribe and stick around. And also drop all of the gossip in the comments. I am so nosy. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.